everyone's here? Yeah. So this is the bath beds. Got a collection of bathroom furniture, lead line bath, last used by the 5th Marquess, so that was Henry's father in 1940. And then we've got an early flushing corner. Very nice.
What's an early flushing? What sort of year?
So that would have been, well, very early 19th century. So
okay.
yeah. So after this, kind of, because more of them were outside.
Oh yeah, well.
They had indoor ones where a servant would empty.
Yeah.
But it's the same sort of design, but that did flush. Okay, and then we've got a gentleman's shaving stand here. So you've got 3 legs and they're carved shoes. It's very sweet, isn't it? It's a shaving stand now, but it was originally a wig stand. And then the wigs went out of fashion.
So it's been...
Yeah, it's made into this for the soldiers. And during the Second World War, a girls' school was evacuated here. And this was a matron's office. So this little room has seen a lot. It has. The wallpaper is modern. It's from the 1980s. It's French. Beautiful wallpaper, and it's got the ceiling into the nursery.
Wow.
Nice little room though, isn't
Really
it?
much.
Right.
This is nice.
I know.
Yeah. Do you know, I really like this.
Look there.
Look at that big.
Oh my god.
I had a workroom and I did, and then
Yeah.
you like it. Oh my god.
Yeah, curtains.
Very nice.
A whole lot. Yeah.
And a 4-pillar poster bed, not a real one, a wooden one.
Oh, round that is great. Oh, the Laura Rush.
Yeah, it was honestly.
Oh my god, good nice.
Now it's chuck out the chins.
Amazing.
So this is the nursery here, and you can see a double height ceiling. So next door they put another room on the top there. And this is his sister Lady Lenka. She lives in London with her family. So these were painted by Paul Benny, who's also painted Emma, which we'll see her portrait later. So these christening robes belong to the children of the 4th Marquess. So it's the mid-1800s. They're handmade, Irish lace, and they would have been used by these children for the christening and then been handed down, passed on. The portrait over the fireplace, that's a painted copy of Charles I's eldest children. The original was in Windsor Castle, but lots of big houses have a copy. You can read the books in there, that's real books in that library. And the furniture in this room was made by French prisoners of war during the Napoleonic times. And what they did, they really those things and carved into the furniture. So they kept their minds and their hands occupied there. Alright? This one is a more domesticated one though, with all the Victorian paraphernalia. So you've got a lead sink here in the kitchen. They used to use lead sinks to wash their
as well,
yeah. So if you go down to Emma's kitchen at the end of the tour, you'll see they've got.
It's amazing.
Yes, big house.
Wow. You feel that?
Big house. Your tour.
Baby bird.
So there's a modern chair. There's only one in here that you can sit on. So
No, I'm all right. I will just move this.
yeah, you'll have to fight for it. Sorry. So we're in the state dining room now. So we're directly above the lower dining room. So there's 3 staterooms for royalty and special guests. So they don't normally use these rooms, but last Christmas they had their Christmas dinner here. So I think it might be a start of the tradition now.
Just the 4 of them?
I think they might have had some other guests. I wasn't here, so I don't know. but the table comes down a lot smaller because you can take the leaves out.
Oh,
So you can get it quite a small table. Well, it's normal to us.
As a small for us, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So there's some samples here of leather. This is modern machined leather. But on the walls, it's hand-tooled Spanish leather. And please don't touch, that's why I'm offering you these. Because it's hand-tooled with gold, silver and bronze leaf. So it dates back to 1620, the Spanish goat skin. It's quite amazing, isn't it? So they would have put it on the walls for decorating, for soundproof and for warmth, you know. Beautiful. Yeah, she's looking for wear and tear and bugs and things, yeah. Got to keep our eye on these things, otherwise the creatures will take over. Yeah. So the centrepiece is silver, and it depicts the Battle of Lansdowne Hill near Bath during the Civil War. You've got Sir Beverly Granville, he's on the top horse there. So he was a royalist, he fought in the battle, but died of his battle injuries. He was an ancestor of our ghost, Louis de Carteret. The fourth Marquess bought this because of the connection to Bath. To the left of the fireplace there, the gentleman in the suit, he's the fourth Marquess who had all this beautiful Italian decorating and ceilings done. And then behind you is Alexander the seventh Marquess. Yeah. So Alexander, that's right.
He's the one,
He was on Animal Park. He was an artist.
Talking about Marcus and Bath.
Alexander
He's the most
spent
recent.
a
He died 2
lifetime
years ago from
creating.
COVID.
He spent a lifetime creating murals. So his artwork covered the whole of the west side, so floor to ceiling. They were, so a lot of them have gone down now and been put into storage, but there's 2 rooms left.
I think he liked to shop, didn't he?
I think
Did
he
he have
did.
some little white bits?
Little ones.
Well, do you know what? I
Yeah,
can't use
they
little
were
white
white
lips.
lips.
White lips.
Yeah, about
80.
80.
So they're all the it's handsome chapel, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but he was married to Lady Garth, so he had one official wife.
Yeah, I never watched the program years ago.
Yeah. Everyone knows that. We're not really supposed to talk about that. It's not the only thing that I know. People would like a tour of that. So Lady Garth died last year. And
How old was she then?
she was near about 10 years old, about 76, I think.
It's not going to be that age because I remember you there.
Yeah, I know.
He was a bit.
Yeah.
But I say it was the nice.
I would say he had a nice young life.
Yeah, I think he had quite a nice life.
That was the thing then, wasn't it?
Interesting, yeah.
We have some dinner now.
Yeah, you're right. You're in the dining room here.
Wow,
Come on
very
in.
nice.
This is nice and big.
It's a lovely room, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the lower dining room. This is the informal dining room.
Really?
Got one of these at home?
So we would be allowed to eat here, wouldn't
Yeah. Well, actually, Queen Elizabeth II came to have her lunch here in 1980 because it wasn't a state visit, it was a private visit.
Yeah.
So she came to celebrate the house's 400th birthday and sat over here. In here you've got this beautiful gold ceiling, it's 22 carat gold leaf, and it's a copy of the Doge's Palace in Venice. Either end of the room you've got these beautiful mirrors, they're English George III mirrors, and they're to reflect the candlelight that would have been in the room here. So it would have glimmered and glittered with the gold ceiling.
Yeah.
So the tableware is Sèvres. So each piece is hand painted. It's this French Sèvres, and that was brought for a visit of King George III. So we've got a Viscount. The title of Viscount came from Charles II. The title of Marquess came from George III. And the title's handed down father
So
to
which way
son.
are they going?
Marquess is higher.
Island, yeah.
Yeah. This is our builder John Thynne.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
portrait.
Yeah. So there he is. So John Thynne took 12 years to build the house, finished it in 1580. He was the right-hand man of Edward Seymour. Edward Seymour was the right-hand man of Henry VIII. So John Thynne worked in the courts and royal palaces. He was knighted for the Battle of Pinkie. He became Sir John Thynne. Queen Elizabeth I came to Longleat House to see him. So she was the first royal visitor. He also ended up in the Tower of London twice for embezzlement, but he did get out. And John Thynne also married well. He married a wealthy Lord Mayor of London's daughter. They had 11 children together. And then when she died, he married a wealthy MP's daughter. And they had 7 children. So John Thynne was quite a busy boy during his time.
It wasn't, it was what no one is not related to.
Not everybody.
No one's in the family.
No,
it's
not
related.
Not related to care.
So you're right with a ghost story?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to get you your water.
Thank you so much.
Denise to guide room. Could I have some water for a guest, please, in the lower dining room? Thank you. Someone's just going to bring this in now. To the left of the fireplace, this lady here, this is Louisa Cartwright. Louisa Cartwright married the second Viscount. She was 19 years old when she moved into Longleat House. But she didn't know anybody here. She didn't have any friends. But she brought a handful of her own servants with her. And one of the servants was a manservant who Louisa was fond of. Other servants in the household were jealous. They were jealous of the attention Louisa gave this manservant. At the saloon, this would have been known as a long gallery originally, but it's part of the stateroom. So when it was the long gallery, they did, entertainment games in here. You've got to imagine it's that great. These are tapestries. They are 16th century Flemish tapestries. They were woven by men with a man's trade, which comes about 2 years. And they tell the story of Cyrus the Great. But you can see these have faded because it would have had the curtains open. As a very in the early days you could do that.
Could you?
You can see people getting out of their cars. So when they would get out your cars, but you can't now, health and safety. And also there's an ostrich up that end that will chase you. So don't get out your cars. So you don't know if you're doing the safari?
Yeah, we are doing the safari.
We don't know when or what time or where to go.
He should have told you what time to go back.
Well, the guy told us, the guy said, come back after you get to the house.
Oh, okay.
So we went back and he said, I won't leave without any of you, so I'm just
Oh,
going back.
that's
3
all right.
settings for the house, isn't
Yeah.
there? So I've been
So
any
you'll
time after.
be all right.
What
Yeah.
time
Any
is
time
that?
after
the
the
second
setting.
You were the third.
Oh, well, we were the last one.
That's
Yeah.
the word it says. What
But
time is
was
it?
it 11:45? No, that's what you said.
Yeah, so yours was 11:45.
Yeah.
Your tour is 20 past 12, so you've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Well, there's another.
I'll not to be rude, but is it an hour?
There's not too much now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just walk straight through here. This is a copy of. I was lucky to go there last month. So, and I looked at all the things we
Oh,
copied.
yeah.
But in Italy they don't really.
It's
a British thing. The picture of Lord Bath, you might remember what he was like when he was younger.
Uh-huh.
I think it's so handsome.
He's reading the paper there.
Yeah, there was something about it.
Yeah.
You seem more down to earth though as well, I mean, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were in the
Could sit for hours.
Oh, well, he'll be like 81.
Well, that's him when he was younger. On the roof there.
Look, he's here.
There you go. Yeah, that's him when he was
Is that his wife?
It did. It were interesting, weren't it, when you saw it?
So, I think it's linked. She was older. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you, not everybody in the family was happy with that.
Tassels down.
Yeah, I do.
And robes, long robes.
I haven't been to
Once
one
you saw him,
Actually,
you
that's
know.
what I want to see that.
yeah, so I can just. We was in the Great Hall. We were in the Great Hall, and I said the balcony and the doors. That's there.
Oh,
That's
right.
over the
So
Great
this was
Hall.
his little party on his own.
Yeah, so wow, he had his chosen guests up here.
I'd be up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we could look over at the peasants.
Yeah.
So this is the last of the staterooms. This
Right.
is probably the most
Oh,
decorated for the
yeah,
poor
lovely.
markers here.
I feel that's strange. He comes here for a party and then doesn't see the normal people, if you know what I mean. Because there was all these old people in here. And all these other people are everywhere else and he's not bothered about them.
Well,
Did you
no.
say for a party? Henry, no,
And Charles II.
Charles II. It's when Charles II.
who had this party
He
room?
gave the title of
What
Viscount.
Yeah.
Not Charles III here, but his family did. Yeah.
And I bet he will be drawing out. Yeah, the windows.
There's no choice,
Yeah. She was on Strictly.
Yeah, she's the Mortis now.
Yeah.
She's married to the-
When Ali
she's
was in it.
Oh.
So she's wearing it there, but without a certain train because it detaches. It comes off from the waist and also the sleeves come off. Yeah. It's a beautiful dress, isn't it?
Wow.
And the tiara, that was created by all the fourth Marquis of Bath. So it's, he took family heirlooms and jewels and had diamonds. It's 90 carats of diamonds.
No.
And the choker is 50 carats of diamonds and 10 carats.
It's that as well for us, isn't it?
It is that as well, yeah.
They say the skirt comes off.
Grabe, ang ganda.
Grab it as a bridge.
Oh my God, you've got nice people. Ah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, that's it. And they used to sit on the edge. So it's like a music. Yeah, that's it. Can you smell that?
Oh, you just smelt it? Oh, she's got it. Yeah.
Louise is about. Yeah, the kind of on the table. A little bit bigger this side.
Grabe, ang ganda. Amazing.
I'll show you a real bed. So in here we've got the